everybody, it's cwilyt back here with another video. Today I'm going to be reacting to the Haters Guide to the 2021 NFL season, the AFC edition, the American Football Conference. Looking forward to hearing and seeing what the takes are in regarding these teams. Sort of like a little bit of a preview how well these teams might do, but also might say some of the things they've been doing this offseason that are not that good. So before we get started, if y'all haven't yet, please hit that like and subscribe button. I'm on the road to 400 subscribers by the end of the month and the main goal of 500 by the end of the year. So if y'all could please hit that subscribe button, that'd be very much appreciated. Now let's go ahead and get right into this video.
NFL is greedy. That's been apparent for a very long time now, but this offseason put it into overdrive. This time around, they've added an extra game to the schedule.
Yeah, that surprised me, to be honest with you. I did not expect that.
Shield for their money grubbing, but then you'd be flagged for taunting.
Yeah, the refs are getting softer now.
Working in the end zone and this. It's funny because they relaxed the rules to bring in the casual audience, yet made them more restrictive when the money was secure. God, this league is too easy to mock. Bring on the teams in the AFC.
Buffalo, I think they'll be pretty good this year. I think they're definitely one of the best teams in the league, I think. Yeah, it's crazy how much he's getting paid. Like, I think it's a little too much money, that's for sure. I mean, $250 million?
Last season's solid push to the conference championship, they will be looking for something greater to overcome those that bested them last season. Superiority is the name of the game here, and this includes the domain of local politics.
They're building a new stadium. I did not know that. Wow. That's crazy. Why would they do that? I mean, it's already fine the way it is. Just
not demand the city of Buffalo pay for the end.
They're making them pay for it.
Just a veiled threat. Last year was overachieving, yes. But for this offseason,
and Miami, I think Miami will be better this season.
Felt less like progression and more like moving chess pieces around to get a better shot at the
Or those helmet things. I've never seen those before.
But the wide receiver core was reinforced with several acquisitions. They didn't bring in Will Fuller and Jalen Waddle for nothing. They know the X factor is Tua. It's only been 1 year, yet
I think Tua will be better this season. I mean, he'll get more playing time and all that.
But it's way too early to do that. Miami has potential, and they'll want to have staying power. I just hope the same happens for Xavier Howard. He was pissed and wanted out, which would have been devastating for the Dolphins. Fortunately, common sense prevailed and Howard got paid. See how painless that can be? Bill Belichick sits alone in a
Patriots. I think they'll be a little better than last season, but I still think it'll take them another year or two to make it back to the playoffs.
The one who carried the Patriots to a dynasty. Did you see how badly they fared last year? These statements infuriate the Emperor.
Well, Cam Newton did pretty good beginning of last year, and then he just got hurt again. But I think Mac Jones will be a really good quarterback. I mean, he already is, but you know what I'm saying.
Return of Kyle Van Noy and Dante Hightower. Matthew Judon and Jalen Mills. There's a lot riding on this year, not just for the Patriots, but the narratives regarding Belichick. Cam Newton was still the starter here, until a convenient accident
just
take him out for the
just a lot of bad mistakes he does.
Not even shoulders a former star QB.
Whoa.
The New York Jets are all
I have to block some of this out.
It's nothing more consistent over the past 5 years than seeing the luck fumble fail in nearly every
the Jets.
way.
They've been struggling, man.
The coaching staff may seem competent and trying to build a new foundation. The gods will find a way to ruin everything. Zach Wilson is going to get thrown into the fire, just like Darnold.
I like Zach Wilson. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks, but I think he'll probably struggle this season, and then, it'll just take a little bit of time. Yeah, they had a lot of injuries this training camp.
He might be able to come back unlike Vinny Curry. It's gotten so bad that Shaq Lawson was acquired for emergency depth.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a big trade.
Might be one of those years for you. Again, Charm City is hungry. They know
Ravens are going to be good, that's for sure.
However, they've come up
saw them at training camp a couple weeks ago, or about a month ago, I should say.
The issues point to one man, Lamar.
Lamar, he isn't the problem. What do you mean? Well, he did have one bad game, but he does have a lot of good receivers this year, like he just said, but
as long as the skill players don't get injured.
Yeah, J.K. Dobbins got hurt. That's unfortunate.
Justin Houston brought in to shore up the pass rush. The Ravens know that the AFC North will be as brutal as ever. The goal for them is maintaining this superiority. And Anything less may be more disappointing than the average game at Camden Yards these days.
Hey, that was from the spring that was from training camp I was at that day.
Whatever you give them, they'll squander. What gifts you send,
He's going all in on the Bengals.
cash you hand them will be spent on Funko Pops and NFTs. These are the bungles.
The Bungles?
Short-sightedness
What?
ruining long-term ambitions. And this time around, the dude is trying to live his dream, yet the most predictable car crash happened last year. I know the line improved just by cutting Bobby Hart and Michael Jordan, but drafting a big-time wideout in the first round with
Yeah, I don't think the
questions there is
Bengals are going to be that good this year, to be
especially
honest
if
with
the
you.
guy is having trouble catching in the preseason. Even worse potential turmoil on the defensive side of the ball. Jesse Bates is one of the more underrated safeties in the
That
game,
is
and
true, he is a
probably
really good
doable
player.
because it's the Bungles. The two words that should make
Oh, that was a huge hit.
franchise tag. Since he will do everything they can to save a
Burrow.
I expect nothing less out of this situation. All this team does is waste. This is weird territory for you, Cleveland. It's okay
Yeah,
to feel like
Cleveland.
you're
I think
still
Cleveland
behind
might be
with
at top
your
of that of the division
Troll is allowed to come out of his cage.
this year.
Sun blinds him at
Them
first
and Baltimore,
of the
and
season.
unfortunately, I don't think the Steelers are going to be in the playoffs this year.
Browns have expectations. And not that we had a great offseason expectations, but those of something greater. They got a taste of it last season with our first playoff win since expansion. They want more. Cleveland went about bolstering the defense. John Johnson, Troy Hill, Jadeveon Clowney. It's like I expected this for years, yet it just feels so off. Like I'm expecting a tire fire to start out of nowhere. Then Baker rolls out. That happened when all of the talent they've accrued demand raises. That may not be a pretty day when it comes. I will give them credit, though. They paid Nick Chubb the big bucks.
Yeah, he's a really good run back.
I believe the Steelers should embrace being
Oh, here we go with the Corvette
Last year will
jokes.
start out with great momentum and hype only faster than you can say 11-0. They can't just bow out with a whimper. This is potentially Ben's last ride.
True.
Logic should
He
have
could
told
be
him to retire
retiring.
after last season's ugly free fall, but he's got tens of millions of dollars he's owed. Cater the offense to his declining abilities. I give him credit for trying to secure the
Fossil
bag.
at quarterback.
The same goes for TJ Watt. It's almost time for him to get paid the big bucks.
Jesus roasted
Whether
us.
that's in Pittsburgh or elsewhere is irrelevant to the matter. Hopefully it's here, but the Steelers thank the Lord for loopholes and deferred contracts. The defense has been reinforced with Melvin Ingram and Joe Schubert.
Yeah, that's a
but the
big
offense
pickup.
still has plenty of questions.
We did lose
The
Bud
offensive
Dupree,
line
though.
after a major overhaul. Suddenly cutting David DeCastro due to injuries.
Yeah, that was a bad move, too.
Questioning their moves in the offseason to go for broke. I'll be optimistic this time. They won't randomly implode until week 14 this time around. Juju will still flex on social media around him. You thought things had calmed down in Houston.
Here we go with Houston.
Oh no, my friends. Deshaun Watson, the electric Pokemon, is evolving. As Deshaun Roethlisberger, he now being attacked.
I can't believe he said that. Deshaun Roethlisberger. Oh man, I'm almost crying in tears. That was just, oh man, that was just too. Need me a little far with that one, that's for sure.
Devastating attack that's super effective on local massage
That's
therapy.
just,
At first, we all thought it was, but the allegations.
oh
kept
man,
going.
it's just,
Then it began being legally investigated.
it's just insane,
Whether or
man.
not he
The
plays
way he
this year,
said
nobody
that.
knows. But that's not the whole story, you say. He's been very public in demanding a trade. It wasn't very effective. The Texans aren't trading him without a king's ransom, and few will pay
It's
that
pretty
much for him
crazy
with a potential
what they're doing with
suspension in
him.
tow. So now we're at the point where Houston is just stashing Watson and making him rot. They're paying him not to play. When you think this can't go lower, it somehow does. Let's put it this way. With how everything's trending, there's a good chance there won't be a happy ending. Quiet bitterness on a
Why is it
random weeknight,
literal
Goodluck
Foot Locker?
reaches into his closet to find an Indianapolis Colts voodoo doll. Can't reach Jim Irsay's magic, but it won't stop cruel fate from stinging other players on the team. What about Carson Wentz?
Yeah, they have a lot of
His chance to
injuries.
put his best foot forward as the starting quarterback. Did somebody say foot? How about a severe injury to put him out of action? But hold on, this is a 2-for-1 special. Quentin Nelson's out with a injury. And the timetable reeks of government red tape.
Jeez.
5 to 12 weeks. I'd argue for a blacksmith firing, but then T.Y. Hilton goes out with a slew of his own injuries. And then Sam Tebby wrecks his ACL. I get that
Wow.
Winston Nelson may play in week 1, but can this team ever catch a break? Maybe they haven't.
It doesn't seem like it. Last couple of years, they just keep getting injured and a lot of players moving and leaving.
Gods must still be angry at them. Say that the Jaguar always stalks its prey before pouncing for the kill. When it senses weakness, they make their final move. Good news for you, Duvall, because this team is going to kill whatever is remaining of your spirit. Jacksonville seems to be making the same moves with Trevor Lawrence. He has no offensive line, unproven weapons, and may not be truly ready to face NFL defenses. The best way to create superheroes is through torture and suffering, right? Gardner Minshew can be traded for a few clippings.
Yeah, Minshew to the Eagles, that was a good move though, honestly, because he'll be able to learn more under Flacco and everything, and be able to. I feel like it was a good move for Philly though.
Urban Meyer may be a desperation heap who may not be viable for the NFL game, but don't tell that to the Cons. Maybe saying the quiet parts out loud to the press, but they'll just book him on AEW if he flops. Can any of those wrestlers fill in as a third down back? Travis Etienne is out with the Liz Frank injury. If there's good news for the Titans, the division is all but theirs for the taking.
True, I think they're pretty much unanimous pick to win their division.
That's why they went big on both free agent signings and acquisitions. They may have lost Jonnu Smith, but they had a legitimate receiving weapon.
That was a huge pickup for them.
His talents were wasted in Atlanta, but he will hopefully receive new life here. Offense isn't the major question, though. It's the pass rush.
Yep.
Was their Achilles heel in 2020 as nothing they tried worked? They paid the big bucks for Bud Dupree, but how does he do without TJ Watt by his side? Does Janoris Jenkins still have a step in his game to be reliable in the secondary? It's a team that needs another big push or two to achieve championship glory, but can they get it? That's seemingly always been the question, though. King Henry can only usurp so many souls. Everything's awesome in Bronco land. They have an outstanding defense, the young receiving core is looking to develop, and what better way for that to happen than with Aaron Rodgers under center? He's been so pissed in Green Bay that there's no way that he won't go to Denver.
Yep. I remember a lot of people kept saying he was going to go to Denver. I didn't see it happening, but I don't think Denver's going to be that good, to be honest with you, this year. I think they'll probably win maybe 5 games at max.
At least he won't embarrass you in most games. I hope, right? You know, it's been over 5 years since they won their last ring. Feels like it was
yeah. Why you have to remind me, that was painful loss for the Panthers.
George, John Elway thought the same thing. Well, they made it back to the dance to defend their crown as homecoming.
Yeah, I think Chiefs pretty much a unanimous pick to win that division as well.
That Buccaneer is doing well in that regard, though. They were humbled in the Super Bowl. The question remains as such. How do they keep things fresh to maintain AFC supremacy? Injuries rattled the offensive line, so the solution.
But they have a lot of good pickups, though, still, even with those injuries, like right there.
There isn't much else to do that doesn't involve maintaining the core. If they can keep, they shouldn't have much trouble doing so.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Trying to usurp them, though. They are hungry for blood. The same goes for a sacrifice in a team mascot in war paint. He was unceremoniously sent to retirement to overcompensate for past sins. I'm going to start with this joke at the Apollo. I hope it makes you laugh. Raiders called up the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy that they would do that.
My work as well for how bad their defense has been the past couple of years.
It has been bad.
Who they had or what schemes they devised, nothing has panned out in that regard. If they can't improve with Gus Bradley at the helm, there is no hope for them whatsoever. Then again, they may be in some series of their own. Over the summer, several high-ranking officials have resigned from their posts for various reasons, and 3 players retired during camp. What is going on in Vegas? Why am I hearing grumblings about tax issues the team is facing?
Tax issues? Wow.
The year hasn't even started and they may be in trouble. I hope they're just rumors and narratives for their sake, but knowing this franchise, why do I believe there's something here? Maybe if they're lucky, their infrastructure won't collapse like the team has in the latter part of seasons. It's like the Chargers are living
Chargers. I think Chargers will be pretty good this year.
Expectations have been placed upon them yet again.
Justin Herbert, their quarterback, did so well last year, and he went to Oregon, one of my favorite college teams. So
I'm not the only one, and it's a shame too, since they're a solidly built group at full strength. Justin Herbert avoid the infamous sophomore slump and prove that last year wasn't a fluke. Derwin James stay healthy enough to showcase.
Derwin James is really good as well.
Is Brandon Staley as good a coach as he is hyped to be?
I always want to say San Diego Chargers, but it's the Los Angeles Chargers.
If only for their opposition. The AFC seems to be top-heavy again, but there's a ton of competition in the middle, and that's where the intrigue will come into play. The divisions seem relatively
Oh, this is
cut and dry.
picks.
Buffalo wins the AFC East, Cleveland gets the AFC North.
I actually agree with all those.
South, and Kansas City locks up the AFC West.
I agree with all those, but the wild cards, I don't know about Miami, but...
For the three I'm choosing, I'm going with Baltimore, Miami, and the Chargers. It was very tough to pick anyone who stands out in that regard. So I'm hoping for a really exciting AFC this season. I have a gut feeling another 10-win team isn't going to make the playoffs again. And now he's not being chased. He's running down the middle of 40.
Well, that's gonna do it. Oh, it's... What's this? Oh, this was when the fan ran on the field during the Super Bowl. The announcer. I remember this.
Down the middle of the 10, the 5, he slides at the 1, and they converge on him at the goal line. Pull up your pants, come on, be a man.
He's going all in on these teams. He's giving no mercy. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Comment down below your thoughts, maybe some of your predictions for this upcoming NFL season. If you haven't yet, please hit that like and subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you'll know each and every time I upload. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.